Hi guys, Yacca here. So this new Pirate Warrior that really has gotten a resurgence out of the buff that the pirates have gotten seems to be doing quite well. I do have to warn you, be a little bit careful about crafting all this all the stuff. For instance, there's a few legendaries in the list, and if you are crafting that and it turns out that this one dies off again, that might not feel all that great. But if you have the stuff lying around, only need maybe a few cards, then you could try and go for this one. It seems like this list is doing really well at the moment and is on the rise and has a good win rate. But I'll get into the deck in just a moment. Just shortly talking about the why hasn't Pirate Warrior been all that great. Because the worst matchup for Pirate Warrior now and in the past has been Quest Hand Warlock. And with the amount of nerfs that just hit that deck, it's more or less just fallen off the meta. What you do have to be careful about is that another deck is on the rise right now, which is Aggro Druid. And Aggro Druid is, right now, if we disregard Quest Hand Warlock, which is probably still quite crap for you if you're playing Pirate Warrior, but Aggro Druid is then the worst matchup. But this deck actually has a good mechanism against exactly Aggro Druid, and we'll have a look at that when we get into it. I have more deck guides coming out, and I'm doing a bunch of stuff at the moment. So if you want to stay in tune with all that, hit that subscribe. And if you like what you see, you know what to do. There's a thumbs up down there. But let's have a look at the deck that I've chosen to climb with, and you can see what I mean exactly about how to manage the Aggro Druids. Okay, let's head on into it, and right off the bat, let's talk about the Aggro Druid matchup. And the card that I really would urge you to keep is Lord Barrow, because they are high health minions, and you have a broad board. So just being able to drop Lord Barrow and maybe hitting that with Chevalier Timbers or Sword and Board and stuff like that, clearing the entire board is definitely a good plan and win condition for you and try and get there. Reaper Scythe can also do a little bit, but it's really Lord Barrow that you really want to go for. Also, the quest in itself draws you a weapon. It could be Outriders, it could be Reaper Scythe, but it's just something that you will let the quest provide to you. The other bad matchups Pirate Warrior has is Libram and Hand Buff Paladin, and also Quest Shaman. And what all those decks has in common is that they develop somewhat broad boards with a significant health buff to their minions. So the game plan on those exact decks would require you to try and go for Lord Barrow, maybe even the best case scenario like a Lord Barrow and then a Rancor to even get some armor. But then again, what you really want to do is that you want to progress the quest, and other than those specific mulligan tips, you want to get the low cost pirates. Best one would be Harbor Scamp, because that allows you to tutor out even more pirates, but also Bloodsail Raider, and definitely also, where's the one cost one? The Bloodsail Deckhand. So these low cost pirates are really a priority for you, except if you're in a matchup like the ones that I just mentioned. To play these and go through the motions on curve, and just be aware when you finalize the quest that you get a weapon equipped each and every turn. To make use of your Outrider's Axe or your Reaper Scythe before that time hits. Also, your Sword Eaters are really good. Sword Eaters deserves a mention here as well, because Sword Eater is one of the highest mulligan kept win rate cards. So it means that Sword Eater is still an amazing card. So I would say, of course, you can do a mulligan if you don't have one of the low-cost pirates. But if you do have one, feel free to keep a Sword Eater, unless you're up against one of the opponents that I just mentioned. So this list, I got the most of it from HS Replay, but I replaced one single card with a Reaper Scythe. I just thought the consistency of having a couple of weapons in here would be great with regards to the both the matchups that I talked about, but also the quest as that lines up. I think that's really good that you have two weapons to draw into. And the what did I even remove? I had Rokara in here before, and Rokara did not seem to do all that much. So therefore, I chose to replace her and then get on board on all of this. One of the most played decks towards Legend right now is a Quest Mage, and you actually have a good shot at. It's kind of a 50-50 shot at beating Mage. So don't be too discouraged about that. You do have a good chance, and you're in a positive win rate against more or less the rest of the field, except those poor matchups that I talked about before. Enough said, as a lot of ranting from my side. I think you need to see some gameplay, so you can see the deck in action, and have fun. If you are jumping in on the pirate bandwagon, have fun playing your deck, or this one, when you climb up the ladder. Ooh.
You asked for it. Come out to play.
Ooh, sounded spooky. I'm gonna draw into the Outrider's Axe or the Reaper Scythe, so I'm just gonna push that one back. And then I'm just gonna hope that it's not quest. But it might be. Likely it'll be. Then I'll see what I can do. Maybe I can control my own board a little bit so he can't progress his own gameplay and his own quest. It's not quest. It's not quest. Yes! We have a shot at this, guys. Well, then Athletic Studies first. Not sure what I can get. But like an owl? Just to get rid of that one. Rokara? Doesn't survive that attack. I think Stonewall to draw later on. Next turn, actually. What is great with the Ping Mage for my deck here is that it is a bit more board centric, and I kind of need that to happen. And then we have a good setup with. Ooh, and we have a target for the Anchorman. And we have a cutting glass as well. Ooh, and then depending on whether he controls the board, Harvest Game into South Sea Captain. Finishing next part of the quest. Or Cargo Guard. I think Cargo Guard. We'll start with this anyway. No weapon equipped. And then we might shoot that one. So let's just aim for that we do. Shoot the Wand Maker! Boom, boom! Come on, Rokara! What are you doing? That's one lucky Wand Maker. He's gonna clear the armor stuff.
I can take him. Wait, not all of them.
Okay. I guess I can get rid of that one. I guess I can just use this one. Sure. And then we complete the quest.
Glory! I'm here for the gold!
Glory! I'm here for the gold. That's pretty fun. So now I put my opponent on a timer, right? I've played the Juggernaut now.
You fight me, you get burned.
And that's not a clear guaranteed. Yeah, I think I need to clear that one. It makes sense, right? What do I draw? This. Eventually we'll get a high damage weapon, and it's just it. So he's on the clock now, and I'm getting 3 cards, so more or less, from the cutting class. And he has to take care of Rokara as well. Which he will, but that's a lot of damage that is not going to my face. And that small guy, if he doesn't soak up the damage, then I could go for Stone Water. I got one. Oh, guys. Sure. Then we draw. Another Stone Water. Oh, dude. Here. So even if he has a suboptimal board clear, then I just draw a card. I do think that we're fine here. Like 10 and then whatever damage. Ooh, thank you. Drawing more cards. Well, Mordresh is actually the one that I have to be a little bit concerned about. A little bit. 4, 8, 10. And there we go. Let's leave it. Boom. Pirates! Arrgh!
Rokara versus Magni.
Alright. Guaranteed to draw the weapon. The cutting class is good. So I could keep all these. I'll just need another pirate and then we're good to go. We kept everything as well. We are Pirate Warrior twice over. No, we're not. Whoa, what a concept. No, I guess, because then I can coin this one on turn 3. But then I do think these guys are coming out.
Grab your cutlass! Grab your cutlass! Swash! Buckle swash!
There we go. And then even though Sword Eater gives me a weapon as well, I think that's still worth it. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Lexu. And this one definitely gets a hit. And Ryu. If he develops a broad board, then that's great. A good blood sail into cutting class. Either that or we do this. Getting that one down to 0. And then hitting that one. I think that's fine. Let's do that. Wait, that doesn't work? Okay. I actually thought it per attack of the weapon. Well, I guess it's just the weapon then. So we have a backup plan here. No, it's not gonna be that inexpensive. Warsong outright, I think. That guy. And if he does develop more minions, then I can Reaper Scythe and then Cutting Class. I guess it works out, even though it wasn't the plan. I guess he's not gonna drop anything there. But I still think Reaper Scythe is the way to go. I can develop this guy. Definitely that one. But do I drop the Warsong outright? It's more stats. But then again, I also want to draw. Get the quest sorted. I'll do that, and then don't worry about this effect. And develop this guy. Okay. I got the board right now, but he's ahead with regards to the life total.
Bridget's story. Loot. Ultimate potion.
Okay. Well, that one does give me a draw anyway. And then I might get a 2-drop pirate. There are a few left. Let's try. Anything? Is there a rush pirate? There isn't, right? No, I'm just gonna hero bomb him. So this one is Rush Warrior. Can't remember how favored we are on that one. I don't think all that much actually. Does he buff that one? Not, then I have to consider if I clear it. Ooh. One left. I can't.
Must be a way.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too, Rupara. Oh, that one is actually fine.
Consider this our house call. Nurse Cleaver.
Nurse Cleaver. That's a little bit better.
For the horde!
Actually set up its rush, so he has a way to manage that one, but we actually set up lethal.
My blade.
As I mentioned, he has a way to manage that. But then again, on this next turn, that's 7 damage. And then we grab Rokara. 11 damage. I do think we are in a good enough spot that we can just swing here. He's gonna do whatever he needs to do in order to clear this board. Which hopefully requires those two, but it's not a certainty. It seems like he needs it a little bit. Alrighty. I need a good weapon. Dude. I could try and get rid of that one. Is that worth it? It might be, actually. Because I can't finish him off now. That's 3 damage. And then that's it. Okay.
Glory! I'm here for the gold!
Glory, I'm here for the gold.
For the horde!
And then this guy. Rancor and armor. Pretty close to 30 life again. Might even, maybe I go for the achievement actually. See if we can actually hit him in the face for the last 2 points of damage. And we might actually get that this turn if we get mad lucky.
That's an upgrade! Probably.
Come on, get lucky! Get lucky! No! Does that get me there? It does get me closer to.
Glory to the horde!
There we
For the
go.
horde!
And then Rancor. And there we go. 35 life. Just play nothing and let me finish you off with the Juggernaut cannons. Come on. No! Yes! Yes! Help a guy out here. He's just teasing me, right? Yeah, he's gonna concede.